Thank you. Hello. Meow. Hello, my beautiful people. I don't know if anyone's on. Just a reminder, I don't know who's on Twitch unless you chat in. But if there's no one, I just pretend there's people on. Mmm. So good and so tasty. Guys, it has rained all day today. Like crazy. Thank you for the likes, Yiska. My elbow is kind of in pain. But luckily, my shoulder is getting better. Thank God. Mr. Aaron, how are you doing? We're on both Twitch and TikTok, but yes, I hope you guys had a good week. I wasn't on last week, I think. I don't remember. Things have been a little crazy because my platforms are like constantly getting taken down, which as a content creator, that's very frustrating. Literally my livelihood. So, I just kind of took a break, I think last Friday. But we're back on today, and yeah, nothing too exciting happened this week. Just been kind of focusing on the grind and what I want to do. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mr. Aaron? I am keeping myself hydrated. Are you? I hope you guys are staying hydrated this week. It rained all day today, like crazy. Like, we don't get much rain here in Arizona, but when we do, it's like it's either like flash flooding rain or like sprinkle just enough to get your car dirty kind of rain. You drinking water? Nice. I'm drinking some dandelion milk thistle tea with some ginger. Thank you. Yes, I'll be back to YouTube videos. I'm trying to figure things out here. I'm trying to get in the mindset of financial stability and somehow manifest that towards me. And it's hard to juggle all the rest of the things that I want to do. Like, I know I want to do photo shoots for my fans site. I know I want to do Twitch Fridays and like a weekend. I know I want to do YouTube vlogs, and I know I want to make short form content. So, Rager, thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Um, so it's like I'm trying to balance it all, but it's a little difficult when people are constantly trying to get my pages taken down. Girth, Wind, and Fire, hello. My Patreon unfortunately got taken down. So, if you were on my Patreon, sorry about that. I don't really get to control that. I don't know why it got taken down. It said why, but I don't think that's true. But I really don't have it in me to appeal it. I keep having to appeal all these things, and it's really a bummer when trolls have more like jurisdiction over your accounts than you do. You know, I don't know if it's like a group of people reporting my stuff or what, but like Facebook got taken down, Instagram got taken down. That's where a lot of my traffic was driven from. Patreon got taken down. When is it gonna fucking end? So that's kind of how I feel right now. I feel a little discouraged, but I'm not letting it discourage me. Right now, we're focusing on my GoFundMe. So, just a reminder, if you want to donate to help me get into remission, keep a roof over my head while we get into remission, there's a GoFundMe in the link in my bio. Mark, how are you doing? If you have haters, that means you're doing something right. Yeah, so they say, but when you make money through online and the haters somehow get your accounts constantly getting taken down, and that's how you make your money and you're too sick to work in the real world, it creates a different rift, you know? So, yeah, great. I have haters, but they're making it next to impossible for me to keep a roof over my head. and earn money. So, is it really that good? I understand the mindset, but at the same time, in the reality of the situation, um, you are too, Mr. Aaron. Riffs are good. I don't know what that means. Thank you for the follow, Jay. You guys, I won't be on TikTok starting October 1st. That'll be my last day on TikTok. So feel free to check out the link in my bio. Go follow me on YouTube. We'll be transferring over to YouTube instead of TikTok because that's what I say to TikTok. But yeah, we're also raising money to keep a roof over my head through GoFundMe. So check that out if you want to help me keep a roof over my head. But other than that, tell me how your guys' week has been. It's been a weird week for me, but I've been trying to keep my mind in the high spirits and stuff like that. So my shoulder's feeling a little better, so that's like a win for me. Mark, hello over here. That's okay. I don't know if there's anyone in on Twitch, but I like to put these on YouTube too, so I appreciate you popping into both, though. You're amazing. How was your week? How's your GoFundMe going for... Oh, crap. What is her name? Is it Alex? I'm not good with names. Don't hate me. Oh, thank you, Juniper. Sam. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I knew it was some, gender-neutral name. I should have remembered Sam. Sam is, one of my favorite names. I even named my ChatGPT Sam. Because I like Samwise from Lord of the Rings. It's very slow. I agree. I can feel that. Keep pushing, though. Every time I see it pop up on my page, I try to share it. So, all those interactions, as you know, help. So I hope anything that I do helps. I should have probably commented on it, honestly. Oh, and the potatoes from old Sam. I hope she's doing better, though. I know you mentioned last time we talked that she was released from the hospital. So I hope she's doing a little better lately. I hope you're doing all right, too, Mark. not to ignore the fact that you exist. But I hope you're doing good this week. It rained so hard today. It flooded a lot. I hope I can get my groceries. I ordered groceries and they've been delayed 3 hours. I had them delivered by 4. They're not delivered yet. So I'm afraid it might be flooded where the grocery store is. So we'll see if I get groceries tonight. Absolutely, Mr. Aaron. Welcome in, you guys. I hope y'all are having a good day. I will be fun. I have great people and friends like you in my life. Agreed. Do you like puppy chow? I don't know if you saw my post, but there's a post about holiday puppy chow. Majine, hello. How you doing today? It's Chex Mix covered with chocolate, powdered sugar, and sometimes you mix stuff in it. Are you a fan of that? I'll ask you and Bubba's, and if the ruling is no, then I'll not include it in the box. But if you guys like puppy chow, then I'll include it in the box. Kind of like Alien, I dig it. Hell yeah. Zach, welcome back. Hello, how you doing? You can really see the shape of your eyes. Thank you. I don't really mask my eye shape with the eyeliner. Just looking at my eyes, I can literally imagine just the eyeliner on easily. But thanks, I guess. I did not see that, but I've seen something like that with some almond bark. Okay, yeah, puppy chow is Chex Mix covered in chocolate and peanut butter sometimes. And then you cover it in powdered sugar, and then there was it was mixed with some pretzels and some Christmas colored M&Ms, and then there was one that was a Halloween one that was mixed with Reese's Pieces and candy corn. Personally, I am not a fan of puppy chow, but I know it's a big hit for people, especially when you have kiddos, Forehead tattoo did not hurt very much. The black one I did myself. The other one someone else did, but it wasn't that bad. Sweetest guy, but I have 2 gremlins here. Yeah, I don't know because I know you mentioned like how you are eating more like health conscious in a way. I don't know exactly how. I don't know your life, but sometimes I feel hesitant on even suggesting sugary things on TikTok, like that one with the pie filling and the sugar cookie. I was like, I don't know. Like I know he has kids and they might enjoy it, but I don't know what like I don't know if you actually even feed your kids that. As a kid, I didn't grow up eating that kind of stuff because my grandma, when she raised us, it was like really, health conscious and everything. I still love to cook and make stuff, right? Even then, like I figured that cookie one, you could probably use fresh fruit or something like that, make it a little bit healthier. But yeah, I'm always like, okay, like I don't want to make it and it just like go to waste. I'd rather make you guys stuff that you'll eat. I also think because it'll be cooler, I think I want to make some butters for you guys, like some compound butters where it's just butter that's mixed with different flavors. I love trying stuff and I feed it to other people. Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess. If you don't eat the puppy chow, you can always pass it along to someone. I don't know. I feel like the kids would like it, but once again, like I'm not trying to give you something that you don't usually give your kids that is like super sugary and not good. Already the cookies and the sweets and stuff will be plenty for sure. Compound butter, right? I love always making butters and I like making butter from scratch, so then it makes it like more fun. It's very simple, but you can make like a maple cinnamon butter like we saw in that potato thing today. Or like a garlic rosemary butter or something, and it makes for like a good gift and a good visual kind of thing in the goodie box. But it's so good. What do you get fed? What do you mean? Then I'm here making ramen. That sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I've been craving. Well, depends on what kind of ramen. I like cup of noodles ramen or like fresh ramen. I don't like the one that comes in the square. I grew up on that and ugh, can't stand it anymore. No worries, we eat everything. I used to make mahawan butter. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. There's some cats fighting outside. I just heard some cats kind of cat fighting. Leave that kitty alone. Hey. Shush! Right out front, fighting or something. I just saw one scurry away, but ugh. Anyway, sorry, there's some cats fighting. Dogs have beef with cats. I was unsettled, and there was some little cats brawling out front in the yard for some reason. I was gonna open the window and yell at the cats, but they were literally right there, so I just had to knock on the window. And they scattered. Anywho, weeds butter, yeah. That sounds really good. I honestly, it's so crazy to me because I know you know this, but like I haven't partaken in a while. And I literally don't even think about it. It's crazy. Um, I thought honestly it'd be really difficult for me. Do you see the kitty cats? He's like there for the drama. He's like, hell yeah, what's going on? Thank you for all the likes, you guys. Don't forget, this is going to be my last like little week on TikTok. My last day is going to be October 1st. Karina, hello. So if you want to follow me to my other platforms, follow me to YouTube or Twitch. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know. Hey, knock it off now, Odin. Get away from him. It's the cats. Sorry, there's a cat out front. Leave them alone. Where are they? Do you see them? Where are they at? Get back. You're going to get trampled by him. He's okay. I know. I'm going to close this, though. Because they're done fighting and I don't need you guys being all weird. Move, please. Oh my goodness, beef. Crazy guy. They're like literally right in my yard fighting. Out of all places, I don't fucking know why. I wonder if it's sandwich. He's on alert. Beefy boy. I know, right? Usually I haven't seen the cats around for a while. You okay, little biscuit baby? You okay? I know. I haven't seen them around, right? I haven't seen them around for a bit. But it's like flooding out today. Like the rain used to stay in TikTok. Nah, I don't really like TikTok. TikTok is full of like really small-minded bullies. Like I can deal with trolls, but the ones on TikTok are incessant and they band together without understanding anything. And so it makes my job harder. And a lot of people, especially the trolls, they know that this is my job and they'll do anything that they can to prevent me from making money, prevent me from making donations, everything like that. So TikTok is literally just a cesspool of immature, underdeveloped minds. Not saying all of y'all are, but the trolls that are very reactive, that's what it is. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Majine. I appreciate that. I've been exhausted today. Are they in the tree? I think there's a cat in the tree. I think that's what Beef is staring at. Crazy kitties. You're okay, Pudge. I know, you little biscuit. You want to come up on my lap? Okay, ready? Oh. No, you go lay down, Odin. Go on. One at a time. Yeah, what is your special knowledge? What do you mean? I predict things because I've got amazing pattern recognition. But I don't have special knowledge. I share whatever I feel like sharing. Maybe it's about buttworms. Maybe it's about your poops and how they need to be healthier. Hi. You're just a little biscuit. You're a biscuit baby. Whoa, don't do that. Little biscuit baby. You got a new kitty? What'd you name it? Fugitive, hello. It doesn't work like that, Karina. I always love when I tell people like I can predict things with pattern recognition, and it's not like psychic in the way that people think. Like it's just random things that come to you. Like I don't really just sit there and control it or anything. I will literally just be sitting there and some random thought comes to me. I literally don't understand it myself. Shadow, how cute. You found him in your backyard. Cute. And is he a kitty? Or like teenage kitty? Adult kitty? Waffles. There you go. Fugitive got it. Yeah, how are you guys doing tonight, though? Welcome in. I'm glad to see you guys here. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, because in October, I'm no longer going to be on TikTok. We're going to be on YouTube. So follow me there. And don't forget, I'm raising rent through GoFundMe. 4 months worth of rent. So if you want to participate and you want to donate, please consider donating to the GoFundMe. I'm going to be promoting it pretty heavily the next 5 days because I don't want to have to do like another rent stream again. I just want to focus on moving forward with my goals. He's like a few months old. Oh, how cute. Did y'all rapture on Tuesday? Raptured this ass. No. I'm psychic, but like seeing others. Is that psychic or is that just you being able to see dead people? Everybody's psychic pretty much if you can tap into it. Because a lot of times, you know, when you're sitting there and you're talking with your friend and they say something that you were going to say, that's psychic. Like, everyone has that intuitive gift. It's just that they believe it as coincidence. And if they were to believe in it as, like, a gift, like telepathic gift, and they'd be able to hone in to it more and be able to, I don't know, nurture that gift and grow it more. Likewise, Mr. Aaron. So I don't really think it's anything special or anything different. I think everybody has it. It's just that not a lot of people tap into it because they think it's weird. But to me, it's always come to me easily, but in weird ways. Like I said, for me, when I get random, it's like deja vu, but forward. It's like I'll get like a random scene in my head, and then it'll just come true. And it gives me a certain feeling when it happens, so I can tell like the difference between like, oh, I'm imagining my future home versus like this random idea, you know. I'm nothing special, but don't say that. You are special. Everyone is special in their own way. We're all like snowflakes. But in the way of having gifts that are telepathic and psychic, it should be more normalized, is how I should say it. It is special if we were to learn to read each other like that. That is very special. But this guy. But I feel like, you know, nowadays people are so ready to dismiss it and call people crazy. But I don't do that. I'd rather hear someone out, even if they're like in the middle of an episode, you know, like I want to hear them out and maybe there's truth to what they're speaking. You know, like when people are like going through psychosis or they're manic a little bit or like schizophrenia, I like to hear out what they're speaking. There might be truth to it, and that could kind of be bad maybe because like maybe you're enabling the bad things. Not necessarily like I'm like, yeah, kill everyone. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like sometimes they'll speak things about God and upcoming events that sound a little crazy to people. And for me, I'm like, you know what? Let them cook. Like let's hear them out. Let's hear them out. I like your purple room lighting. Do you have smart lights? Even better. It's just SpongeBob lights. But thank you. Thank you, Mr. Krista. Yeah. Weaned off his mom. How cute. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Don't forget to check out my GoFundMe. That's to help with rent and take care of that, so I'm not homeless and not going through eviction again. Hi, Durkee. There's that pattern again. What, the flower pattern? The SpongeBob pattern? But yeah, how's your guys' week been? Let me know. It's gonna be a short stream probably. Like we'll probably end up getting off here in an hour. I gotta try to figure something out for dinner. I don't know if my groceries are gonna get delivered tonight, so I might have to go run and get some burger patties for the little pups from In-N-Out or something. Week was long. I hope it was a good week even though it was long. Like this dick. No, sorry. You too, Mr. Aaron. Sleep well. Have a good night. We'll see you sometime this weekend. I might be streaming this weekend. We'll see, huh, Spudgy? I love you. You're so cute. You're a biscuit, baby. You too, Mr. Aaron. Yup. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing this weekend. I think I have a photo shoot Sunday. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I was so exhausted today. I think I might just sleep all day tomorrow and clean my home. But I got a photo shoot Sunday and just promoting my GoFundMe essentially, so I'm not homeless. Thank you for the gifts. I might go live every day until my deadline where I won't be on live anymore. So I might do that. Promote my GoFundMe. Gonna get lit or something. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get lit for me, brother. I don't really get lit nowadays. I drink one beer and I'm done. And smokable stuff, I just don't anymore. Yeah, feel free to follow me on YouTube, you guys. I won't be on TikTok once again. People are just mean on TikTok. I'm really fed up with people on TikTok and how mean they can be and asserting their opinions everywhere. It's just annoying. And I know people everywhere online are like that, but it really, like, I've noticed with YouTube, Facebook, even Instagram, like, people don't insert their shit as much as they do on TikTok. Like, TikTok, literally, they make it seem like you don't know anything and that they know better, and that you just are making your life worse or something. I don't fucking know. And when you're going through what I'm going through, hello Joe, how you doing? It makes it like really difficult to focus on what I'm trying to do, you know? And while getting discredited by asshole fucking trolls, like, once again, like, I know there's trolls everywhere, but most trolls are too stupid to even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But TikTok, they like to pretend they know, and then they'll continue to tear you down and shit. I mean, it's just going to get worse as the switchover happens. What switchover? Tall, get the fuck out. I'm literally talking about how I have little patience for people like you. Get out. Get the fuck out. Yeah, leave. I'm so sick of y'all being weird and creepy, too. Obviously, it's not everyone. I'm tired of people coming into my chat and being gross. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what's happening with that. So, how are they going to do that? Is it... I thought we already switched to American servers, honestly. So, like, I don't understand. Like, are they going to make a whole new app or something? Or... I don't really know. Your microphone is close. Fuck. Oh, thank you. You can find this on Amazon. You could probably find a knockoff one. This one I bought like 6 years ago, maybe at this point. It was like $150. No, I think it was like 170, which actually is not like a bad price for a mic. That's actually pretty good. Mics usually run like a good mic would run like $500, maybe $800. This is like mediocre compared to those, but she's pretty. So if you like this just because the lights and the white, they have some ones that are not name brand. I really didn't care about the name, but I was actually hoping that the brand would sponsor me, but they don't give a shit about small creators like myself. I am, but when I stream on TikTok and Twitch at the same time, TikTok is really poopy. One world, one peoples, one wiener. To the Americans. Oh, I read that. That's boss. Yeah. But this week has been interesting. I'm really bummed that my Patreon got taken down, but what can you do? I'm just focused on manifesting rent. Manifesting more money to come in my way. So I could take care of my bills, pay off my debt, be debt free by my birthday. Which I'm celebrating my birthday the last week of October. Also, don't forget, I gotta get into Discord, so Discord might be a little quiet right now, but we'll get it back up and going. But I will be running movies in October, so we'll do like a couple movies every night. I'll try to do every night. I'll see what kind of movies you guys want to watch, and then we'll have movies playing every night on Discord, so that way you guys can have something to watch, and if you want something free and just like a little community to hang out with. I don't know, you guys if you want, can have your you decide. You can have your mic on if you want. I don't know. Sometimes when people have their mics on, it's like they have kids in the background and stuff, and I don't really want to disrupt the movie for people who want to watch the movie, you know? Each leader themselves. DWTW. What does that mean? What's DWTW? Don't worry, that works. No, that's not probably what it means. Where did the beefy boy go? Where is he? I think he went into the other room. Rump said it's being sold is becoming big business was bitching smaller business having bigger reach basically. Oh, do what thou wilt. My favorite movie of all time, probably the Lord of the Rings series. I know that's 3 movies, but we'll pretend it's one. I really like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. Um, I'm actually writing a Lord of the Rings cookbook currently. And I hope to be able to launch it by like Christmas time. And we'll do like some of the recipes from it next year. I've already done one of the recipes from it, but we'll continue doing that when things are more stable. And yeah. So I love Lord of the Rings though. It's magical and there's suspense and it's just a really good movie. Like just the story and everything. My only thing is I don't know why the characters are so oh, here comes beef. I don't know why the characters are so close to Harry Potter. Like it seems like all the things are like so adjacent to Harry Potter, like the Dementors and stuff, and like Sam is like Ron and Harry is like Frodo, you know what I mean? That's always confused me that there's like parallels to them. Why did they do that? I don't know. Onyx, hello, welcome in. Cool. Mordor fajitas. Oh, I love that. Have you ever been to Renaissance Fair? No, I haven't. I used to want to go when it first was a thing, but to be honest, it's like so sexualized now that I don't even want to go. Like, I don't want to go to see busty barmaids everywhere I look. And I know some people that doesn't matter to them, but I just want to go to a place where it's actually wholesome imaginariness. You know what I mean? Like, I know for the most part it is, but at the same time, the dress code is just too lenient for me, where it's just too sexualized, and I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. Which is funny because I know what I do for a living. That's a little ironic, but that's not who I am, like, truly. Like, I'm not, like, a really sexual person in nature. So, like, movies, I'm really strict. Like, I don't watch things with lots of boobies and butts and stuff in it. Like, I'm not watching lots of stuff like that. TV shows I'm really strict on. I mean, I watch Bob's Burgers and King of the Hill. Like, those are the 2 that I watch majority of the time. So if that gives you an idea of how clean I like my environment, if it comes to that stuff, you know. Um, but I used to want to go, but if it was legitly um like Lord of the Rings, you know, where it's very modest, I would love it. Absolutely. Oh yeah, definitely a Hobbit home. Definitely a Hobbit home. Actually, wait, what is the place? Is that Rivendell? Is that the elfin house area? That one's really beautiful, to be honest. But I guess I would still choose a Hobbit home. I'm also 4'11", so to me, that seems better to just have a little Hobbit home. I actually have plans in line with that, so I have a lot of Lord of the Rings content coming up. So my elbow hurts. I don't know why. Kind of looks a little swollen, but that's okay. That little bump, it's a little swollen. Nice thoughts. Yes. Thank you. Welcome in, you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day, though. Good Friday, good Saturday, wherever you're at. Nothing too much happening for me over here. Just photo shoots and trying to focus on keeping my health good. My health is getting better. I've started to take ashwagandha, so it's like every little step I take is improving my health. And the reason why ashwagandha is helping is because I'm pretty sure it's the cortisol that's spiking inflammation in my body. And there's like a baseline of inflammation that's constantly going because I've always been in like fight or flight mode, survival kind of thing. And so like my body just keeps the cortisol pumping at a certain level and it doesn't know how to cool it down with all the deep breathing and stuff. Like I try, but it's really difficult to get it down. And so ashwagandha kind of helps neutralize that cortisol into a lower level. So that's actually helping my joints a lot. It just makes me fart a lot. Right, beef? I have no idea where. Oh, I appreciate that. I feel like there just needs to be more Lord of the Rings spaces, to be honest. I just like Lord of the Rings because it's been like my comfort show for the last like 4 years. I've been really going through it with my health and really going through it financially. And Lord of the Rings has always been the comfort show for me. And Samwise, like, if I were to ever get married, my person would be like Samwise. Like, he's so loyal, he's so caring and kind. He's so sweet. There's so many times in Lord of the Rings where I get a little teary eyed because of Samwise's character. So, because I mentioned like in a TikTok video that I just don't know if I would ever get married. I never have thought about getting married, truth be told. Do I think will get married? Maybe. Like, I'm not against it. I just am not sure if my idea of marriage is not like other people's. I don't care to get married. I don't understand the benefits except for tax reasons. So that in my mind, I'm like, I might as well just marry my friends, you know? Because I don't need to be like fucking everyone to like have a relationship, you know? And I guess that's what they call like asexual. I don't know. I don't really know what label to put to myself. A lot of people have said demisexual or asexual. I just don't be fucking, which is once again ironic because of what I do for work. But as beef dips out, fuck yeah, mom. I love you. And you protect the house. I'll watch at least once a month. Same. Yeah, it's a pretty stable kind of movie in my house. Come to Colorado and wife up. I don't want to be a wife. I don't know. Like that's literally what I was meaning. I don't really care to be someone's wife unless they're gonna pay all my bills and take care of me. I literally don't care because I'm doing that all myself. So it's like I don't know what the other person would bring me that's beneficial. And most dudes at some point will end up talking down to you or something because it's more of like a power dynamic. And what is the quote where he's like, "You have no no, what is it? No, he doesn't say that. What does he say? It's slipping my mind. Does he say that? You have no power? Is that what he says? Yeah, he does say that, doesn't he? Yeah, you have no power here. I don't know. The idea of marriage to me doesn't sound fun. I want to be married to a man, if anything, who his life goal is just to make me happy. And I'm sure there's some man out there like that, but I don't care to deal with the in between. Good evening, Jesse. How are you doing? Like, I feel like I'm a good enough person. I'm sure I have my person out there, but I don't know. Marriage is so weird to me. Like, I could see myself being with someone for my life without being married. Do you know what I mean? But if I were to be with someone, that wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be having a sexual relationship with them. You know, I don't want kids. So it's like all these things that go with marriage, I don't really care about. So does marriage even matter? And I don't know where my stance is on relationships because I don't really know how to describe what I want in a relationship because I don't really care to have sex. So I guess I would want another partner who's also asexual. I don't know. Because there's tons of ways to be intimate with each other. Like, honestly, I think making out is way better than sex. I think back massages are way better. I think cuddling is way better. And then I always get some weirdo who's like, you just haven't had the right dick. Shut the fuck up. First off, disgusting. Secondly, no. When I have had sexual relationships, it was fun. Whatever. I just get too overstimulated. It's just like too much. So I really just did it because I thought I had to. And then frontal lobe formed, and I was like, oh shit, I don't have to do any of this shit. I don't have to do any of this. My grandmother and great grandmother fought for me to not do this. I can hear beef, yes. And then Shredder's right behind me. So I don't really know. Like, marriage is just confusing to me. And I'm 30 years old. So that's where it's kind of concerning in a way where it's like, if I feel that way at 30, am I ever going to come around the block on this shit? I don't know. Because then once I reach the point where I own my restaurant, then it's like I enter a whole new category of like what kind of partner will suffice, you know? Because right now I could probably date someone who is a mechanic or, you know, has a normal job and it'd be fine. But then once you get to that point of big restaurant, big hoss kind of thing, then it's like most dudes end up seeing inequality in the power dynamic and they get uncomfortable and whatever. It's like, okay, I don't know if marriage is really my thing. And I just don't have that connection with people. Like, I joke around on here, like, how I could marry my whole stream, have like 18 husbands, but like in a seriousness, I could. Because like, I don't see it as like having sexual whatever with them. I see it as like we live in like pretty much like just chosen family, you know? We live under the same roof. We all eat together, or, you know, we have, it's like a community under the roof of the same house. And like, I'll cook for you guys. One of the people cleans, or one of the people does this. Several people bring in the income. One person does the yard work, whatever, you know? And I work in the oil field. Ooh, how's that? I hear that's rough. That shit looks rough. I've seen videos of it actually. Right? You're 30 though. That's the thing. You got time. Focusing on self takes a lot of energy up. Yeah, but isn't this a time that people start thinking about marriage? Or, I mean, you say I have time, and I believe that. I really do. Because, like, maybe I want to get married at 40 or 45. But, like, I just don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, and once again, like, it doesn't mean, like, I couldn't be with someone. Like, I could be with someone, but I also just don't care to be married. Because I don't get the point. I don't understand. Because it seems like people just get married for the taxes. Because now, as an adult, I realize that a lot of marriages aren't really like they love each other. And they just be having open marriages, essentially, like open relationships. But they're married. They're like a community. They're like a team, right? I don't want that. Like, just because we aren't fucking doesn't mean I want my partner out fucking other women, you know? That's not, or men. Like, that's not my thing. So it's like the standards, I'm sure there's someone out there, but the standards I have, it's like, it's very weird. What kind of menu would your restaurant have? So my family is Hawaiian, Chinese, and obviously white. But let's disregard the white part, because none of the food do I jive with. So Hawaiian, Chinese, but I also grew up in Arizona where they have more Mexican food than anything. And I fucking love Mexican food so much. It's like my favorite food genre, category, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, yeah, I like those mixes. So it's pretty much a mix of Hawaiian, Chinese, and Mexican food for my menu. There's a few white people things on there, but not very much. Um, Papa Julian, hello. Yeah, sorry if it's like lagging or anything on TikTok. It does that when I'm on Twitch. But feel free to come follow me on Twitch. We won't be on TikTok coming October and stuff. I guess given the fact that Donald Dumpy Trump is doing things, I'm probably making the right move by dipping out early. So, yeah. But feel free to follow me on YouTube and Twitch. I've been a little slow on YouTube, but I want to get back into getting into things and stuff. I'm just trying to find my footing with my stability and stuff still. So, we're kind of getting there. All I can say is at least my joints are getting better. No. You keep coming in here asking that bullshit. And this is like some weird fetish shit. Pay me $100 and then I'll do it. Mike makes right. Welcome back and thank you. We're slowly but surely getting there. The ashwagandha I've been taking is really helping. So if you have issues with cortisol, highly recommend talking to your doctor if you take other medicines before you take it. But it's really helping get the cortisol down in my system. And that's what's really helping my joints. Because cortisol causes inflammation. And I asked my doctor, like 2 years ago, I was like, I think this is like a cortisol issue. And he was like, it's not a cortisol issue. I was like, damn, dude, the fuck is your problem? Firstly. Secondly, come to find out it fucking is. Also, that dude sucked. That doctor sucks so bad because he ended up giving me a medicine that put me into the emergency room. And I had no way of getting back to my car. So I had to take a small loan out for like $20, right? And he was like, I'll pay you back. Don't worry. You think that bitch ever paid me back? No, he didn't. Is that illegal? It feels wrong. How can a doctor say that? Hi. Hello. How you doing? I know. I got beef back here. Yes, you're a good boy. Yeah. There's entire communities small, but what you're talking about. Don't want him pulling down my shirt. Hi. Hang out, baby. It's just like you said, how people sync up with as you've grown. Oh, it'll happen though because you want it, you'll get it. That's true. That's kind of how I think of it. Like, I'm not in a rush, but I feel like I'm a good enough person to where, like, I will find a really good match for myself. It's just not, maybe not right now, you know? Maybe it is right now and I just don't know it yet, you know? But it's not right now that it's happening, right? You never made me cookies. Kenny! Don't worry, you'll get some this year. I only could afford like 3 or 4 people last year, so I do apologize. Because I didn't want to let people know who got the cookies because I don't want people feeling like they were outcasted. I could only afford so much. But this year we have 3 goodie boxes planned, and assuming things go accordingly, they should be going out. There's like less than 10 people this year. And I got a label maker. So it makes it a little easier to be able to print out labels and stuff. And the goodie boxes are a little bit more... What is the word? Well-rounded, I guess. It was like kind of random goodies last time, but they all have themes, so you are on the list, Kenny. We've got Destroyer, Papa Julian, Kenny, Jake Wolf, Joe, Mark, Bubba's, feel like I'm forgetting someone. I have a list written down. Literally, there's less than 10 people, so. How long have you been female? How long have you been a douchebag? Probably your whole life, huh? Are you threatened by my masculinity as a 4'11 woman? You should fix that. Go check your wiener, make sure it's still there. Probably isn't, though. I never ever expect anything from you, nor will I ever make you feel like you need to get me things. It was the plan. And honestly, last year, I think, well, it was actually this year. I think you guys got them. I don't know. One of you correct me. Joe, I don't know if you remember. What was it, like March or May or something? It was like, I think it was May because I think that's when it started warming up and I was like, uh-oh, I need to get these out before it gets like really hot here and starts warming up everywhere. So even then it was like really late for people this year. But my biggest goal is to get the boxes out and give you guys the appreciation boxes. There's only literally a handful of you guys who are here consistently, so you know who you are. But the plan is to get them out on time this year. I think. Yeah, I don't remember exactly when it was, but they were fucking late. They were, I say last year, but they actually got sent out this year, like May or March. March or May, it was one of them. It might have been March, honestly. But still very far off from December. Yeah. So this year, if I can at least get December's out on time, that's fine. But I'm really hoping to do 3 boxes for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas holiday time. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, you'll still get like a end of the year holiday gift box that you can have and watch good movies to. Maybe get some glue or tape so I can hold my fucking life together. Me and you both, brother. Hopefully the goodies will help you feel a little better, a little more in place and stuff, but just focus on the good things. You know, they say where your energy goes, that's what happens, you know. Lynn Harris. Hello. Welcome in. Good, how are you? Mom was in the hospital still from her fall, so I never fully knew what happened. Oh no, is she doing better? I haven't heard. I know I haven't been in my messages much. I've been all over the fucking place. I just want things to calm down, which I think they will. Just know they got there. I feel like, I'm sure they did. Yeah, I feel like this year things should be more what do you want to call it? Stable. Sorry. Hold on, I gotta check. Oh yay, my groceries finally got started. Hopefully I get all my groceries. Today I completed 8 months sober. Oh my god, hey, hell yeah. I'm proud of you. Let's celebrate. Hold on. I gotta do a channel point. 8 months sober is a big deal, dude. Right on. Oh, is it not gonna do it? Hold on. Let's try again. See if it does it. Did I take it off? What the fuck? Oh, it's not. I'm not even logged in. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Every day it gets easier. I feel that. I could absolutely understand that. And, you know, every day that you do your thing, you heal a little bit more internally. And if I know anything about addiction of any sort, I grew up with my father being addicted to alcohol, and I never really was addicted to alcohol. I latched on to alcohol for a little bit when I was dating this awful dude, but my vice has always been coffee. But nonetheless, the more you sit there and work through those feelings and stuff, the more you heal little by little. And it doesn't happen overnight, but the fact that you're willing to take that journey is amazing. And I just know good things are going to come to you from that. So I'm proud of you. It's big enough. Hopefully it should be. They got the basement. Hell yeah. My problem was alcohol. Yeah, my dad had drinking issues too. What do you mean I'll need internet for this? Get the fuck out of here. Stupid bitch. No. By the way, if you see me telling people to shut the fuck up a lot on TikTok, it's not because I'm really that mean. It's just kind of nice to tell people to shut the fuck up before I leave. So watch what you say to me. Listen to Make Out Reef. What is that? No, there's just been too many people who've been too fucking mean to me on TikTok. And like, I just let it slide. I'm like, whatever. But since I'm leaving, I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up. Do we get the dance party now? Okay, we don't. I guess I will just go die. Let's victory screech. This one will work. Okay, I lied. What is going on? Okay, I guess my channel points have died. I was trying to do some channel points to celebrate your sobriety, but just know in our hearts we were celebrating. I love coffee too. It's one of my favorites. And pumpkin spice is here, and it's so good. I used to not be big into the pumpkin spice kind of shit because I was like, I don't understand the hype, you know. And I drank it, and I was like, I get it. I get it. It's delicious. Yeah, there was some cats fighting outside earlier, and I tried breaking them up, and they were still fighting, and then Beef got antsy and pawed at the window, and they stopped fighting officially. Okay, let's see if it'll work now. But yeah, sobriety is a big deal. So if any of you are practicing some sobriety of some sort, whatever it might look like, I say I'm proud of you, and you're doing amazing. There we go. Beef the peacekeeper, right? Coffee is bad for me. Me too. It actually makes my joints swell more, so definitely not good. Hi, Beef. What's up? Cute boy. Don't forget to check out my GoFundMe if you want to donate. It's all going to help me get into remission by not having to worry about rent and being homeless. So if you're feeling generous, if you have a big wiener, donate, okay? Only small wiener people don't. I'm just kidding. Did you, Mike? Oh my God, that's amazing. My apps are, I have like 0 space on my phone. So I have to re-download Venmo. So I didn't get any notifications, unfortunately. But I will re-download it. But thank you. That's going to go towards my GoFundMe. So anything that I get, all these gifts from TikTok, that'll also go towards my GoFundMe. So thank you. Don't talk about my wiener like that. I'm so sorry. Crazy chicken. Cuckoo crazy frog. I need to have that as a channel point. Bling ding, 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 ding. Remember that? And then what was the other one? There was another song that was like really popular back in the day. Numa Numa, the Numa Numa song. How did it start though? Hold on. Spudgy, stop that.
What is wrong with you people? Afraid to look ugliness in the face? Well, here! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! You look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! You look at it!
Barnacle, Patrick, what did you eat?
Oh, some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
That's this morning.
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza. Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
I could hear it. I don't get to hear the channel points, but I love that song. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Not as much as we hate the trolls. I know. I would stay, but I think just TikTok is gonna go downhill. It has been, and on top of that, like every time I try to do something, it just gets ripped off on TikTok. Instead of like getting the views that I feel like I deserve, I just get big creators who watch my shit and then rip it off and never tag me. So I don't feel very welcomed on TikTok. You guys made me feel welcome, so I don't want you to think like this means you included. You few who have stuck with me through my journey, you guys have made me feel very included, very welcome, very seen and heard, and I'm grateful for you guys, and I hope you guys do follow me to YouTube and stuff, because then they win. Well, I don't really see it as they win, more as TikTok has run its course for me. Am I on Clapper? I think I have an account on there. I don't use it though. I think for now I'll just stick to building my Instagram, my Facebook, and my YouTube. So I'm going to stick to those and just do a lot of YouTube content. YouTube is free and you don't really necessarily have to make an account to watch my stuff and hang out with me. And we'll be live on there. So if that makes you feel any better. But I'm going to be trading places with YouTube, with TikTok. So your Instagram was taken down. Yeah, because the trolls keep getting my shit taken down. So I just got to rebuild again. I'm from Hawaii originally. Hello, govna. No, oh yeah. It was the Numa song. Numa Numa. Hold on. My. This was the shit back in the day. I think it's Hoi Manoi still. Hello. Anyway. Yeah, but I find all the rest of the platforms much better than TikTok. Yeah. People credit me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm still new to YouTube, so I don't really have a problem there. But the thing that I don't like about TikTok is so the app really endorses this whole like watch for 3 seconds and you get the gist of the video. So people assume because they've watched for like 3 seconds that they can determine everything about you and your life and what you're talking about and all this stuff. And they just are mean. My life is so very different than your average content creator. Not to be like, oh, I'm special, but with my illness, with what I'm doing, like, it's very different. I'm trying to prove through like trial and error, experimenting on myself, certain things, and it takes people like you guys who watch me for long periods of time. You guys see it. Like, you guys see, oh, she's trying this diet now. She's trying this diet now. She's trying this parasite cleanse. Like, you guys have been with me through every single one. Whereas TikTok, it doesn't really endorse that kind of like mindset. It doesn't really promote that mindset. So my content doesn't really latch on TikTok much anymore because I'm sick of doing the trending shit. I want to do the stuff that I want to do, but that's more YouTube. That's more Facebook. That's more where it's more adult people and less kids on those apps. And my stuff thrives better on there. So I would rather put my content out where it's getting the reach and stuff that it deserves, What's my favorite book? YouTube and Twitch are where it's at, right? I love YouTube and Twitch. I've always been welcomed on YouTube and Twitch. I get the occasional troll in here and on YouTube, but other than that, I don't really care. It's not the same. Like, the trolls aren't the same. Like, it's hard to describe, but that's the best way I could describe it, is that TikTok just allows like that quick minded, like, they think off of 3 seconds, they just know you. I'm sick of people on TikTok calling me a scammer and all this shit because they can't fathom anything about what the fuck I'm talking about. And I hate that because I feel like when people see that, it makes people less likely to donate because, oh, this guy says she's a scammer, because they have that short mindset that they will see 3 seconds of a few comments and they've made up their mind. You know what I mean? Whereas YouTube and Twitch, it's more like long-term thinking based in a sense, you know? I think TikTok have kind of creepy people. I agree. What's your favorite book? Favorite book? If I had to say my favorite book, it's The Secret Garden. But my favorite books to read currently are about like herbal medicine. That's the only account I found with your image. Are you all up to date with everything? Yeah, I'm posting on my new After Dark Side. Yeah, Sith Queen. Yeah, it goes by Sith Queen and Hoi Minyoy on YouTube. And then Instagram, you'll see my real name, Jessica Hutchinson, and then you'll see the Hoi Minyoy. And then Facebook is still Hoi Minyoy. So I always go by Hoi Minyoy. So if you guys can't find me, it's because my account got taken down. I will always let you guys know, you know, if I'm going to dip out on the internet. Hello, MJ. Carl, hello. I've seen, but I agree, right? And like, I love getting donations. Like, it's great, you know, but I'm trying to get into my own kind of stability and stuff. And I'm sure I can get donations through YouTube and Twitch. As a matter of fact, I do. So it's like, it's not a big deal to me. And not to mention, when I do get donations on here, people literally flag my stuff and get it taken down because they report it for fraud and scam. And TikTok sides with the trolls. They don't side with the creators. So I'm not gonna fuck around with that anymore. I'm not here for it. I don't care for it. It makes my life as a creator much more difficult, especially when people are just mad because I get donations. Like, why? You know, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that for them? They want me to go get a job, but physically it's not possible. And even if I were in remission, I'm not gonna go out and get a real job. Like, I'm sticking to the content creating. So Nira, hello, beautiful. So yeah, I'll be on YouTube and Twitch for streaming come October 1st. October 1st is the very last day on TikTok. So I'll probably enjoy my last weekend on TikTok by being live this weekend, and we'll see what we can rummage up for donations. You guys can hang out with me while I chill with the dogs and stuff like that. Are you caught up on everything? What do you mean, BBDJ? The internet is full of creepy people. This feels good on my back. You can't stream live on YouTube. Yeah, you can. I stream live on YouTube. Not often, but occasionally. But I will be streaming live on there more. But also, don't forget on Discord, if you're interested in movies, I will be running the Halloween marathon of movies. And I'll try to be doing some short form content that gives us the nostalgia feel. That's assuming like finances are there and stuff. My Patreon got taken down, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but I'm just keeping my focus sharp. More often. I have that. That's why I was. Oh yeah. You can live stream on YouTube. Do you want to live in my trailer? No, I don't. That sounds scary. Sounds like you're gonna put me in a cage and tell me to put lotion on my skin. Just so I couldn't sign up. Yeah, which is really interesting. I almost wonder if they're like keeping it open so that they can get the money from the current subs, which is a little disturbing. How did you know? I have a foster kitten. His name is Iceland. He's 5 weeks. How cute. Name of a YouTube account. You can find it in the link tree, the link in my bio. So you should see the YouTube logo and it'll just take you to it. But you can look it up. It's Hoi Minyoy. I don't know the profile picture or anything. I forget. But I'm posting on it like current. So you should see current posts. I just posted like my GoFundMe video. Which, speaking of, by the way, if you want to donate to my GoFundMe so I can make rent. I'm trying to raise 4 months worth of rent because I'm trying to get into remission. That'll allow me to just focus on getting into remission without stressing out about rent, because stressing out about rent made me flare even more. It's actually feeding time for the little man. How cute. I hope you're doing well though, Nira. I hope you and baby are doing well. Hope your knees are feeling better. You're telling him on the group. It's something. Yeah. Oh, Sith Queen. Yeah. I go by Sith or Sith Queen on things too. Rent, I don't know. We've only made like $100 towards rent. So, but that's what the GoFundMe is for. So if you want to donate to the GoFundMe to help me with rent, please do so. I would absolutely love that. Yeah. You can take chemo for 10 years and it'll strip the pigment from your hair and you'll have white hair. That's how. I'm doing better. Monday is my glucose test. Ugh! Dude, I hated that. I barfed that shit up literally after the appointment. I'm actually surprised that I kept it down. It didn't taste bad. It didn't taste bad. It's just, as you know, and you probably know even more because the nausea with your morning sickness. For me, I had it all day for the whole pregnancy. Like, it never stopped. But that glucose test, yeah, I remember I drove there from a Uber and did the glucose test, and I was like, okay, like, I didn't barf or anything. That's good, because I hear a lot of people barf from it. And then, like, I got driven back home, and on the way home, I start the saliva glands start kicking up, like my mouth gets a little saliva-y, you know, right before you're about to barf. And then right as I got home, I just ran through the door and puked in the kitchen sink. Ugh. Not fun. I hope that doesn't happen to you, but I hope it goes much, much better. So it didn't taste too bad, at least. You walking and stuff. How are you feeling right now? We're doing all right. I'm taking a new little supplement that's kind of helping me feel better, so my shoulder's kind of doing better. I wasn't able to do this the other day. Lean like a chola. But I wasn't able to get my shoulder up this far the other day. But this is actually better than how it was. So I think by next Friday we should see a lot of improvement with my shoulder and things, because my diet is like really strict. What I've been eating, not that anyone asked, but this is what I eat. And it's been going on for a few months now because, I don't know, autistic, and that's just how it is. So what I eat for breakfast, sometimes I get a couple hash browns from McDonald's. Sometimes I don't. But mostly every day I eat a hard-boiled egg, a kiwi, and an avocado for breakfast. And then every once in a while I'll get the hash browns with it. That's like when I wake up really, really hungry and I just don't want to grab the stuff in the fridge. I want something like cooked. So I go get a couple hash browns off the McDonald's app. And then for lunch, I have a bean tostada with tomatoes. Sometimes I'll have another avocado then. Sometimes I'll have some Spanish rice with it. And sometimes I'll put some cheese on the tostada with beans. But not all the time because dairy is really bad for my joints. And then dinner time, I'll have an egg salad sandwich occasionally, or another hard-boiled egg, or I get these like really thin breakfast steaks is what they're called. And it's like really paper thin steaks, which I actually really like. So they cook like really fast, like not even a minute on each side. And so I get it for the dogs, technically, the little ones. So occasionally I'll sneak one of their steaks and have it for my dinner. But that's pretty much what I've been eating. Lots of tea. This tea that I drink, ginger tea, milk thistle and dandelion, and what do you call it? It's a dampness dispelling tea, it's called. And so it has like tangerine peel and barley, Chinese barley, and some other things, Job's tears and stuff like that. So a lot of like holistic shit, and then ashwagandha has been helping me a lot to get down that cortisol that's really making me flare. Glad you're getting better, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, but thank you. I think we're gonna end this year on a good note, you guys. I say we just, if you are not in a good note, just end it on a good note. Just do it. No. You know, I don't want to talk about manifestation too much tonight, but in the quantum, whatever, science talk, manifestation is proven. And when you focus on the bad things, like, this is why I can attribute manifesting to my rent goal every month, because most people would be like, oh, well, I'll just get evicted, you know, because there's no way I'll make this money kind of thing. But for me, I knew if I focused on, I'm making the money for rent, I'm going to pay rent. I'm going to be able to pay rent. I've paid rent. I'm grateful I paid rent. You know, those are the things I actually tell myself. Like, I will close my eyes and I will sit there and feel the feeling of I have rent paid. Like, what does it feel like? It's relief. It's no tension in my chest. Like, my shoulders can drop. I can breathe, you know, and that's pretty much how I do it. And so if you just equate that to whatever you're going through in life, whatever it looks like, if you're wanting a new job, if you're wanting more pay, if you're wanting to be healthier, that's exactly what it is. Like, I don't focus on the pain so much in my body anymore. I focus on the remission. Like, I'm getting into remission. Every little improvement I have, my body is healing. Even when I don't feel like it's healing, you know? And, aw, to the little babies too. Look at all the shit we've been through and look how far we've come. Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like it's my winning season. And, you know, I feel like we're all aligned together because we're all in the same circle, this circle. So I like to think that this year is going to be that come up year. It's the end of the year. The magic is happening. The universe is working its magic. And even if you don't see it in your 3D, it's happening behind the scenes and you can trust it. It's not God, it's you. It's you dictating it because your energy is propelling that, you know? So that's exactly how I've been focusing on everything. And now I'm trying to go bigger. Like, I'm trying to go for those 10K months and be able to have savings, being debt free. And like, even though I have like $4 in my account, I still am like, yeah, I'm making 10K this month. I'm making $10,000 this month. I'm making $10,000 this month. You know, how does it feel to make $10,000 in your month? It feels amazing. I can't believe I did that. That's crazy. You know, that's exactly how I do it. And same with the remission. Like, I know I'm going to be in remission. How does it feel to be in remission? Amazing. Like, I can walk again. Like, I will cry every day about that. That's amazing. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, they want to manifest an ex back. They want to manifest money. And I feel like I've gotten through those stages. I've never cared to manifest an ex back. I don't give a shit about that. But okay, I've learned how to manifest money, so let's go a little bigger and let's get stability with that money. Let's be debt free with that money, you know. And then on top of that, manifesting my health, that's where I can feel like I fully made it once I'm in remission, because then I can teach exactly how I manifested that. And it's not really a technique. It's literally just where you put your energy. And all these fucking coaches and shit, the reason why I wanted to do this route is because I wanted to figure out where the truth was, just like with the remission and everything. Like, where is the truth? Which diet will heal me? What parasite cleanse will heal me? You know what I mean? And your old Instagram is still up and running. The last post was 2020. Really? I'll have to go check that out. I don't know any Instagram that I have that. I'm using one right now. Oh no, actually I have two, I think. That's a backup account technically. I am a large circle. Like a delicious pizza. But I know if I can manifest my health, because all these manifestor people, they're talking about, oh, manifest money, manifest this, but no one's ever talking about like your health, you know, and a lot of people are sick, and I'm in that boat. And I feel like if I can manifest my health, then it can happen. And it's not just like woo woo. It's not like, oh, God's just going to make it happen. It's like you randomly get an idea, study Chinese medicine. That's what it was for me. And implement it. This is what it is that you should study. And you have to create space for those ideas to come in. And that's why slowing down is really important. That's why this world has you speeding up and going fast and doing all these things and being chaotic and being stressed and crazy. And it's the opposite that you need to do. You got to slow down and, you know, really focus your energy where you want it to be. So, I don't know, we're dropping frames right now. Ooh. But, yeah, I feel like with that in mind, if you just focus on the things that you want, and not that you want it, that you already have it, because you want it, you already have it. Like, that's what it is, you know? And if you look at it that way, and you just embody the feeling, sit there with your eyes closed, or not even with your eyes closed, stare at the ceiling and just imagine what it would feel like to just have the pay that you want coming in monthly. Or like for me, like I'm imagining my stability, but I'm also trying to manifest a new home, because I don't want to live here after this lease is up. I actually want to build my own home. That requires quite a bit of money. So I'm trying to manifest that. And for me, you know, my health is really hinging on a lot of that. And that's where, like, if I can manifest my health, then I know already my home is manifested and it's here, you know? So I feel like okay, like I've manifested the getting out of eviction and all these things many times. But once I manifest my health into full remission, that is something way different than what these manifestation coaches are teaching. And as I've always said, I will never sell a course on it because I don't want to gatekeep this stuff. Like, I'll do coachings maybe, but I don't want to do gatekeeping on, like, you can only get this information if you buy my course. I've never been like that. And well, I felt like it kind of shot me in the foot because, like, hello, I've been really poor the last few years. I've been really well taken care of by you guys. So I'm really grateful for that. Like, you guys are legitly answered prayers. And just by that, you should know how magical you are. If you are the magic that came into life, to my life, to answer my prayers, then you are magical humans. And I hope y'all know that. But, yeah, I feel like once I get over that hurdle of being able to manifest my physical health, uh, it'll be only up from there. But I really do believe it's just like embodying it, envisioning it, embodying it, and being open, creating space to allow it to come in, you know. And you can't have space for anything. Imagine it like a helicopter, you know, your helicopter of health is coming in. And if you're chaotic and running around and doing this and that, and your energy is all scattered, like, you're not creating space for it. There's all this shit scattered in your field, you know. So you got to create space for the helicopter to land with what you're asking for. That's how I imagine it. And yeah, we'll see. That's where I'm really excited to see just little improvements with my health, because it really does feel like my manifestation is coming in. So I really think I'll be walking by my birthday, riding my motorcycle. What? I'm excited for that. It's been a while. Anywho, I hope you guys are having a good night, though. Let's see where this Instacart. Oh, yay. Instacart is on the way. I hope they have all my groceries. I don't want to have to go out and get these burger patties for the dogs. The little pups don't eat chicken very well. I think they're allergic to it, so that's why they eat red meat. They eat chicken on the occasion, but Spudgy's paws are really itchy because she's been having to eat chicken for the week, and I think they're allergic to it. Ugh. Hello, Fatal. How you doing? So I hope they got the ground beef or the little steaks at least. Was that valid? No. That's animal abuse. Who up wiping back to front, though? That's hilarious. Not me. But you do what you want to do, honey. I'm not stopping you. Might be. Also, feel free to join the Discord, y'all. If you want to join us on the holidays, I'm going to try. So my plan is for the holiday season is to bring us nostalgia. I feel like I could use a good dose of nostalgia myself. But you know, that hominess, those good old days and stuff. So for the whole month of October, we'll be playing Halloween October movies. Hello, Majine over here. Welcome to Tiki Talk. On the Discord every night starting October 1st. So I'll be in on Discord asking you guys what movies you want to see, and hopefully I can get them to where we can watch them. Not all of them will I be able to, because I know some of them I'll probably have to buy, and I don't really want to buy the movies. But whatever we can get, we'll watch. But and then from there, the last week is my birthday, but also we'll be doing like food videos and stuff like that, bringing the nostalgia with the old school food kind of stuff and old school kind of like, I don't know, crafts and activities and stuff like that. Decorating for Thanksgiving and things. And then Thanksgiving time, we'll do another little movie marathon, maybe the week of Thanksgiving. And then Christmas time, we'll do every day for Christmas time. Because what I want it to be is like when you would come home from school and what was that channel? Like, I forget what it was, but there was a channel that you would turn on and they would have like marathons of of holiday movies always going when you got home from school. It wasn't Disney or Nickelodeon. It was like some family channel. It wasn't Hallmark. It was some family channel. ABC Family or something like that. I don't remember. Thank you for the likes, Joffrey. But that's what I'm trying to embody is like when you guys get off of work, long day, maybe you want to hang with the crew in Discord and we're watching a couple movies together every night, you know, kind of build the community back up because this coming year I really want to get back into normal streaming, normal vlogging, assuming that my joints are there. Like I'll be taking you guys out to eat, we'll be cooking in the kitchen. You know, it's a little slow on YouTube, but we'll build it up. That with Twitch as well. I'm trying to get more clients so I can pay my bills. I know I'll get some soon enough. I've been sealing parking lots, clearing property landscaping, using all my skills and being local here and trying to fix everything. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I struggled to figure out Discord. I think it was ABC too. Yeah, I run Discord very simply. I know some people do a lot of stuff on Discord, but it's really meant for you guys to have a chat spot for everyone. And then, you know, I want to be more consistent in there. I just have no space on my phone. So it's like I don't have space to hold Discord. I either need to get a new phone or I have a new SD card, but it's difficult because all my videos and stuff are on my SD card, and that's what my content is, and that's what I'm currently loading up on platforms and shit. So it's like, ugh. Anyway, but Kenny, I hope the best for you. Just imagine the dollar amount that you want to make. That's all I say. Imagine, oh, another flood watch. Is it going to rain again? God damn it. Looks like I'm not getting any sleep tonight. The dogs hate the thunder. But that's, you know, what if someone ends up hiring you for like, you know, the rest of the year to take care of their home or something, you know? So in my mind, I try to be open about my practice. Like, I want to make 10K. Like, it'd be nice to come through my fan site, but I'm open to wherever it wants to come in through, right? Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. You too. I hope you're doing well this Friday night. Hand heart. But you never know. Like, I think you deserve good things. I think you deserve amazing things. So I could see a client being like, yeah, I really like this dude's work. Let me get him in, sign a contract for the rest of the year or something like that. Have you looked into storage for Amazon? No, because I'm so scared. Like, with all these digital, I'm turning into like an old conspiracy person because I'm scared that like if I do anything like that, I'll wake up one day and like they had a compromised something and all my shit's like deleted, even off like a external drive, like a flash drive or something. I'm scared that like it won't be on there after like 20, 30 years or something. Like I'm paranoid about that. I literally have all my SD cards saved. Like I keep them in a little tin tray because I just don't know what to do with them, and I just don't know. I mean, I could load it up to my Google stuff, like my Google Cloud thingy. Dante, hello, how you doing? But I'm so scared to, like I said, wake up and like it's been hacked or something, and I no longer can, you know, access my photos I've taken for years, and I have like literally like 100,000 photos, maybe 200,000. So it does scare me, and that's too many to print out. Maybe when I'm really, really wealthy, I'll do that. I'll print out all my photos or just the ones that I want. But I don't have, how do you print out videos, you know? Anyway, I got to figure out a more efficient way to hold all that stuff, to be honest. Love the hair, Unk. Hell yeah. Oh, my tummy hurts. I'm bleeding out of my uterus. That's why. VHS. That's true. Bring back the good old days. Speaking of, I mean, Blockbuster should really come back. They have the prime time to be coming back right now. With the way streaming services are and everything, I think people would really love to have Blockbuster back. If you ask me. I know at any moment they can say, hey, instead of 99-cent storage, we're raising the price to $9.99. Get a budget. Yeah. But also, like, even then, not about price, but, like, it's just the way technology is, you know, like, people are always hacking shit and stuff. It's so fucking annoying. Drew, something tells me you're ugly as fuck. Get the fuck out of my stream. Go shut the fuck up somewhere else. I don't even want you here. You probably look the way you do on accident, and it looks 10 times worse than I do. Don't come, unless you like being told shut the fuck up, don't come in here being mean to me. Don't do it. You could look into building an at-home NAS system. What is that? There has to be something. There has to be right, Majin? Gender neutral? You sound stupid as fuck. Something tells me you like trans people and you deny that. Get out. You're probably ugly and terrible. Get out. Not probably, I'm gonna say you are. You are. Couldn't be me. But yeah, I don't know what I would do, honestly, with all this. Because I have like maybe like 10 SD cards or whatever, SIM cards or whatever, sitting in this little tray. And sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll put these on like an external flash drive or something. But then I'm scared that like one day I'll plug the external flash drive in and it won't work anymore. And I would have gotten rid of all my cards or something like that, you know? Is that beef? Yes, this is beef. Bella Delphine's bong water. That's amazing. Hi. Aww. I got mine for free because I did content for my tattoo artist. The guy who does most of my tattoos, like 99% of my tattoos, I apprenticed for him when I was 18. So when I became a content creator, anytime I wanted a new tattoo, I just would go film some stuff in his shop and promote his shop and stuff like that. Get the fuck out, Drewski. No one cares about what you have to say. Shut the fuck up. Ew! I hate when people are assholes to me and then they like turn around and try to compliment me. It's like fucking annoying. Fake. Fake as fuck. I hate fake shit. In my opinion, my opinions only carry weight if you can. What is an networked attached storage system? Just a bunch of hard drives. Easy for you. That's what I was thinking, but I was like, maybe that's too old school. Like I was thinking like a legit like computer hard drive, like you know when they have like secret files and do it that way. How much for what? $2,400. There's a GoFundMe. Go send it there. That's a good man, 11. He is a good boy. Yeah, that pretty much is what I was thinking was like, you know, maybe I do a hard drive, but then in my mind I was like, nah, maybe that's like the old school way of thinking. Like maybe I'm not up to date with all this stuff, you know? Is that a real face tattoo? No. I got it from like online, like a lick it, stick it tattoo, you know? Lick and stick. I'm actually so happy my shoulder is a little better. I can't believe, because this one's fine. Hence why I'm like doing this, but I can't with this one. Is this my groceries? It might be. But my shoulder is all swollen and tight. Ugh. Like my butthole. No, sorry. Disgusting. It's actually loose as fuck. Poop just drops out. Ew. Anyway. Oh god. Is that what a prolapsed anus is? Or is that something different? Like, does that mean your bunghole is just not tight anymore? I don't know. I don't know if I need to know, but it's interesting. Just means parts of the inside is outside. Oh. So so it could be, but it's not exactly that. That makes sense. I had a person that I knew one time who had a prolapse butthole. I actually didn't know it was a thing until I met them. And he was like, yeah, my girlfriend has to sometimes help me. And I was like, why, your butthole turned inside out? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's a real thing. No hate. I have tons of medical issues myself. Okay. No hate at all. I just didn't know that was a thing. And it does worry me. Will it happen to me? I don't know how it happens. How do I prevent this? I mean, I guess I can do it myself as long as no one else is doing it for me. I don't know if I really want someone unprolapsing my butthole for me. Because that definitely means they have to put their finger in my butthole. And just like... Yeah, it is a real tattoo on my face, yeah. Sounds like hemorrhoids. What are hemorrhoids? Like, I still don't understand what hemorrhoids are. Is that just when you have bloody poop? Blood in your poop? Because I've had that sometimes when I take too much ibuprofen. Speaking of, guys, stop taking Tylenol. Stop it. Stop! Stop doing that. Seriously. Look at what America is becoming because of Tylenol. Stop. I just can't even believe y'all. Really, after all this country has been through, I just cannot believe it. I love snorting Tylenol. Stop it! You know what? Your butt baby is gonna have the tism. Don't do it! Because then they're just gonna want nuggets for the rest of their life. For the first time today. You got friend zone? Hey, it's redirection. Sometimes it's good to be friend zoned. I think I was friend zoned only once. It wasn't really a friend zone though, because I wasn't friends with him. He just didn't come to my party when we went on a date, so I don't really know. But I saw that as a good thing, you know. Just the universe redirecting you. Sometimes people I need some Tylenol now. It's like that TikTok trend where they're like drinking milk and like slamming it down and drinking it. And it's like that song, you know, Speedy, welcome back. And you should do that with some Tylenol as a trend. Just end it. Pop a couple Tylenol. I am sorry that you got friend zoned though. That doesn't, yeah, Tylenol milk shots. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel good. I know it doesn't. But sometimes it feels a little embarrassing. Sometimes a little cringy. But you're not living life if you haven't experienced some cringy kind of embarrassingness. And you never know. Someone way better is probably coming along that you wouldn't be able to see if you were with that person. Fatter ass. Juicy coochie. Whatever. Unless you're a guy, I don't think a juicy coochie is good. NAS is, well, NAS is secure in its home, easy to use, easy to upgrade, and you can have built redundancy. Okay. Copy
Need it.
drive.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. That actually seems like a way better option. I will continue to eat Tide Pods and Tylenol. Like, do they make like Tylenol Tide Pods? Maybe we need to make a new invention. I feel like that would really hit in this market nowadays. Because the kids don't know anymore about the Tide Pods. But what do they know about the Tylenol pods? Mayhaps. Let's get that going. We're about to be billionaires. I mean, you can take the idea, Kenny. It was all you. That can be a new name of new cheese strains, right? That's next level, exactly. I can't believe that Tide Pod thing was a trend. But you know what they should have done, actually? Well, maybe not. I feel like they would have gotten sued. I was going to say they should have made candy like that. Because I could understand the appeal to a Tide Pod in a way. That sounds hella slow. But, like, the bursting of the Tide Pod, if it were candy, like candy goo inside, that would be good. I would fuck with it. But knowing in the Tide Pod era, they probably would have sued the company. Because this is why our kids are eating Tide Pods. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, welcome in, you guys. It's Forbidden Boba. Exactly. There you go. Just a large, yeah, a large gusher, a large forbidden boba. Exactly. I love boba, but I actually don't like those ones that have the juice inside. I like the chewy balls. I don't like juicy balls, okay? Chewy black balls is where it's at. Anyone? Anyone? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the little juice balls, they're a little weird to me. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get turned off by the boba balls. The boba balls. It's hard to say. Boba balls. But I do like it. Shuko actually introduced me to boba, and I was like hooked. NAS can be, you can be ready to use it. Oh, okay. Do you think Amazon does that? I know that sounds silly, but do you think Amazon can do that, or am I gonna have to look this up on like an actual computer site or something? Yeah, you're always see. You know what you should do, Kenny? Not. I don't like saying that. I don't like saying you. You know what you should do? You can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay. Do what you want, but you're so smart with this techie stuff. You could advertise yourself on Craigslist for the tech stuff and whatever else you want. But you could really help a lot of old people out. A lot of people pay. I had a friend who would get paid like $1,000 a day through this company that he worked for, where he would just help rich people set up their Wi-Fi, and you could literally make your own rates. You know, $60 an hour. Set up your Wi-Fi, route it properly, cable management. You can throw in a few extra things to sound fancy. That sounds like super normal to us. We're like, yeah, that's obvious. But to someone who's in their 80s, it's too much. They don't want to deal with it. And they're more than willing to pay. Just an idea for you since you're giving me good ideas. But you're always good with that techie stuff, and that goes so far in today's world. That's where, like, if I were to go back to work, I've even considered getting, like, a online tech job now, but I need my joints, like my fingers and my shoulder, to be a little better so I can manage the keyboard and typing. But tech jobs go so far with today's world, economy-wise, like, money-wise, they pay well. Even if you're, like, new to tech stuff and you are listening to this and you want to get into tech support or cybersecurity, they pay hella well. Oftentimes have work from home positions. But for you, Kenny, because it seems like you travel around and stuff like that, you could do in-house visits and setting up Wi-Fi, rerouting Wi-Fi or something like that. Simple things, you know. Setting up home systems. You know, they get big TVs and they don't know how to set them up. Half the time I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Hey, I feel that. I feel that. I literally never know what I'm doing. I just do it and hope for the best. I feel like I have a good moral compass. I'll just go with that, and we'll go from there. You know, I don't know what's going on, but we'll just on a wing and a prayer. Some lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper steppers. Also, don't forget to follow me on YouTube. I won't be on TikTok for the rest of the year. I'm gonna end up ditching TikTok for, forever. The only thing that I might do on TikTok is offer merch on TikTok shop of my shop, which will have merch back up in November in time for Black Friday. So I'm designing a whole bunch of things that I hope you guys will love. None of it has my face on it, so it's more neutral. You don't have to wear something with my face on it. I've always felt weird about that, but people wanted shirts with my face on it. And I'm like, are you sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? But okay. But I now have also, yes, you can find, okay, cool. I'll have to, Newegg, yeah, I got that. That's actually where I got my my PC. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. I haven't been to Best Buy in forever. The last time I went, what did I go there for? I think for like some headphones, because I bought my new phone and no headphone jack, and I was like, son of a bitch, why did I do that? Ugh. I still resent that. I still hate the fact that there is no headphone jack. Lemon pepper wings, I know, it's so good. Thank you for the likes. Wow, thank you for all the likes, everyone. But thank you, Joe, for the likes. Are you the girl I've been talking to on Grindr? Yeah, you actually owe me $2,400. Do girls use Grindr? I thought that was a gay dude thing. I thought that was like a gay man app. I'm not on any dating apps. I'm not on any hooking up apps. There's gay girls too. Oh no, I'm not on there. I didn't know it was for girls. I thought it was actually just for dudes. I don't do dating apps or anything. That's where you find the worst of the people. Because I'm not out here to fuck. Unless you want to get fucked up. I'm just kidding. I don't like dating apps. I actually remember the first time I used Tinder when I was 18 because I thought I was legitly going to go on a date, and it was just some dude who wanted to fuck me, and I was like really grossed out because I was trying to tell him like I want to own a bakery restaurant kind of thing, and he's like, he pulled me by my belt loop. He's like, let me taste your cupcake, and I was like, ugh, get the fuck out of here, get out. Never saw him again. Deleted the app. Never went on any dating apps again. Not my thing. Now, if it is your thing, no hate.
I don't need it.
Some people are
I
out
don't
fucking,
need it.
and that's
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I just don't like that shit. I'm gonna do the dating apps creep me out. Yeah.
I need
I feel like they're a lot different now too. I don't know. I haven't been on them, but I feel like they've maybe just got worse. They were kind of pretty bad back in the day, but I have friends who like got married. They like met their spouse on Tinder. You don't really hear about that anymore. You know, back in the day, Tinder used to be more of a dating app, but now it's more like just a fucking app, you know, and I don't know. If that's your thing, then you're in the perfect spot, by all means. But if you're not looking for that, then it's, the fuck? Hell no, right? You look like Rari Kari. I don't know who that is. You're beautiful, Nikita. I appreciate you. But yeah. Anywho, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. Maybe I'll watch some Lord of the Rings. I've been watching Wife Swap. It's very interesting how some of these people operate. That's actually what got me thinking about marriage and stuff, because I was like, I don't even know if I'll be getting married. Like once again, for myself, I feel more content with the idea of living under the roof with like 10 different people, where we're like, I guess you could call that poly. Like, you guys can go fuck each other if you want. Do it. Just be quiet. I don't like hearing that. But like, the idea of like being in a community makes me happy. Like, I don't like the idea of being in like a relationship, because every relationship I've seen or been in, it's more of like a power dynamic. And watching Wife Swap, it's like you get to see all the different power dynamics that are happening. And there's a lot of women where their husbands take care of them, but I don't want my husband to be like that. Like, I like a manly man. I want my man to take care of me, but I don't want him to be like a pushover housewife kind of thing. Like, I would like to still cook and stuff, but I want him to cook, you know? I like a shared dynamic, if that makes sense. And I feel like what I want just isn't anything that I've seen, you know? But then again, I don't know the ins and outs of people's marriages. So it's like, maybe it does exist and I just don't know, because people don't really talk about the ins and outs of marriages like that anymore. The time I'm going to think about marriages, that's literally what I was thinking. Like, I was literally talking to ChatGPT, trying to understand what the point of marriage is, because like, even if I was with someone, like, I don't think marriage is what I would do. Like, I would be with them, like, we would be a couple, you know, but like, I don't dream of that day of finding my other person, you know, because I feel like I find my people in you guys. Like, you guys are my people. So like, to me, I'm fulfilled by friendships because I have good friendships, and I don't feel like I have any need that needs to be fulfilled that would be fulfilled by a partner in a couple sense. You know what I mean? So that's where, to me, I'm like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. So like, I don't mind being like the towel boy and like the rest of y'all are fucking each other, and I'll just, I'll be there. I'm just happy to be here. I don't like to watch, but like, I'll be there for y'all. But at the same time, it's like, I don't really know. I just don't know, you know, and I've never thought about it as a kid. And I grew up Mormon, so it was definitely shoved down my throat. But that's where it confused me even more because I'd go to Young Women's and they'd like have us do activities where, like, oh, like, let's pick out your dream wedding, like your dream wedding dress and stuff like that. And I really struggled with that because I never thought of it that way. I never was like, oh, I can't wait to walk down the aisle. I never, ever, ever thought of that. And even now, it's like, okay, if I had a partner, like, I don't know if I care to walk down an aisle or anything. Maybe have like a commitment ceremony or something. But even then, like, that would just be a giant feast for me and my friends, and I could do that without the commitment ceremony because that's the only reason why I really want it is just to have a whole bunch of food and invite all my friends. So why don't I just have a whole bunch of food and invite all my friends? We the people. Yes, Timothy. Say it. Tylenol. Curried beef pie. Yummy. I don't need paper to tell me how attached I am to a person I want to give my all time. That's just my 2 cents, right? Shit, I can't find a date for me now. You're telling me people have orgies all the time. Well, like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't, like, I could literally see myself being in the same house with my stream people. Like, I joke about how, like, I would marry all of y'all. Like, we'll all be married together. But it's really in the sense of, like, I mean, you guys can fuck each other. I don't give a shit. But, like, let me just make the food. I'll make you some snacks and some yummy drinks. But I'm outie. You know, I'm going to go do some yard work or something while you guys do that. But other than that, like, once again, like, I am so fulfilled by my friendships because I have really great people as friends. Like, and it doesn't feel like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel like a friendship. It feels like family. So that's where it's like, I feel so fulfilled by my friendships, even if they're not in my life all the time, you know? And that's what I like. I like to let people go live their life while I live my life. And like, if we lived under the same roof, chill, super cool, love it. You know, as long as we work cohesively as a community, like, that's fine to me. Gravedigger, welcome back. You look like Lady Gaga, I guess. Rotund one, hello, how you doing? We're doing all right over here. But that's where, like, I don't really understand marriage, and like, for what I could imagine, I don't really know what I want, and I don't really know what it is my future will be. That's like, I'm okay with being alone too. Like, I am so fulfilled in my friendships that I am more than okay being alone, because if I wanted company, I'll just invite my friends over and you can spend the night if you want. Spend the night as long as you want until I get sick of you and kick you out. Not that I'd be sick of you, but, you know, some people need their space. I am one of them. But that's where, you know, even when in my past relationships, I would have preferred to be living apart and being together, you know, but I would like to be taken care of. You know, I like the idea of like a man taking care of me. But every time I've seen that happen, it's a power dynamic. It's never in the way of like, wow, I love this woman so much. I just want to make her happy and do everything I can to make her happy. And me knowing that I would want teamwork, I wouldn't be like, oh, okay, well, give me all your money, buy me all the purses, buy me every car. Like, no, I actually just want stability and to create a home life and have a restaurant. It's been the same thing since I was a little kid, you know? But I was talking with ChatGPT, like I said, about it, and there's apparently LAC, living, what is it? I don't know what it stood for, but there are couples who live together, but they live apart. Live apart couple, is that what it is? Let me see what it stands for. I don't know. It's ChatGPT said it was LAC couples. And it was something like you live apart, but you're still a couple. Like, I like that. Because I would like to have my own space and live in my own home and stuff like that. But maybe sometimes I question, like, maybe I just haven't met the right person, because maybe the right person would be there and I would want to live with them. You know, and we have a home and there's plenty of space for us and I can trust them and stuff, you know. So to me, it's like so many which ways. It just really confuses me, the point of marriage once again. And people don't really understand where I'm coming from when I say that, because it's like, to me, it's nothing that I've fantasized about ever. It's always been like, okay, you go do that, but I think I'm gonna be single my whole life. And like, I really value friendships. Like, I'm very lovey with my friends. Like, it's not like I'm making out with them, but I'll lay my head on your shoulder, or I'll give you hugs, or I'll pet your hair. Like, but do I want to fuck you? No. But to me, that's fulfilling. Like, it's fulfilling to just be able to go out to eat with my friends and know that they're doing well in life, and lay my head on their shoulder if we're just chilling, girl or boy. Like, but I don't have sexual attraction. I don't even have any kind of attraction. It's more of just like, I really appreciate who you are as a person and your companionship. And that's where it confuses me, because I don't need to go any further than that to be fulfilled. But then again, it's okay for people to be single their whole life, so it's just more that everybody gets married, and it makes me feel like, am I doing something wrong, kind of thing, So I find it easier to just live by myself and be alone and stop chasing friendships and stuff. I know people get busy, but I feel most instances I was the one messaging if you want me to be part of your life. I agree. I kind of linger in the middle with that. Living alone is such a great thing. I agree. I live alone too, to find the right one. Okay. Yeah, I'm 30 years old, so that's where the riff is, because it's like, am I like at that age where like, am I supposed to be figuring this out? But I feel like Joe said, I have time. But for me, like, for friends, with what you're saying, Kenny, like, I really like distant friends. Like, that's why Shuko was not good for me, because she was like hyper codependent. And like, while I was like literally fighting for my life, being sick as fuck and couldn't message her back, she would think, oh, I'm mad at her. And then I would have to spend time reassuring her. And it's like, while I'm like sick as fuck, and at that point, like, you should be worried about me, kind of thing. Instead, you're worried about yourself and whatnot. But then I found out that was because she was shit talking me all the time. But for me, like, I like non-codependent friendships. Like, my friend Sierra, I haven't seen her since like July of last year, but I plan to see her in October, because I'm going to celebrate our birthdays together. And she doesn't message me much, but she has a family, she has work, and we keep up with each other on Facebook and stuff. So like, I don't take offense to it, because I like being alone. I like not being bothered with messages. And occasionally, like, there'll be a week where I'll like message her quite a bit, and then I'll just stop. But that's how I am with people, and I just need people who are around me who understand that's how I am. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't like you anymore or anything. It's just that life is getting really crazy, and I don't have time or energy or effort. And it's not that you're not worth it. It's just the fact that we've got our own lives. And to me, like, I accept that maybe a little too much, because it's like, yeah, I literally go 3 years without messaging someone, and they're still a good friend to me. Like, I had a friend message me, he's like, it's been like 3 years. I was like, fuck, really? Like, felt like 3 months. But in my heart, like, I still felt like he was just as good of a friend to me as he was when we last hung out, There is no riff in it, and maybe that's the ADHD or something, but I don't feel like disconnected from people when it comes to time in between, Do you shoot guns? I do. I grew up in a military family. I'm 54. Hell yeah. Okay. It might be mine. I think because I'm streaming on 2 different things, it's a little laggy, so it might be mine. Yeah, I feel like, Lord, hello. Welcome back. I don't come around often unless I really feel wanted, and that person makes it very clear. It doesn't mean we aren't friends. It just means, like, right. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, if I feel unwanted, I won't be around. Hence why I'm not around Shuko anymore. But Sierra, like, she's doing her own thing, but I know she values me as a friend. I value her as a friend. But I also don't expect her to be in my life all the time, because she's got a whole husband, job, kids to worry about, and people are trying to focus on building their life. So I don't really take offense to, if I'm not the center of their world, because in all reality, they're not the center of mine, and it doesn't make them any less important, I don't own any currently. The last one I owned was a Keltec 9mm, though. I had to get rid of it because it was just too much for my wrists. I have, like, really bad arthritis, so my wrists are rather weak, but it was too much back kick, and I found out it was rear spring loaded. But there is a Keltec that I want where it's a hand gun, and it plops into a body of a rifle. Let me look up what it is. It's one that I've always wanted. So I'm not a fan of Keltec, but that of Keltec, I would definitely get. Keltec hand gun rifle body. It was like a P something. P50? Is that what it is? Yeah. So it's like a conversion thing. The P50 apparently. So it's like a rifle body, and it's a 9mm handgun of a Keltec that you pop into the rifle body, and it's like a conversion essentially, and it is a rifle now. Boom. How's rent for this month? You okay? We're raising rent through GoFundMe. So I have like 120 ducks. That's a lot of ducks. But in bucks, it's a good amount of bucks. If it was in ducks, it'd be way more though. Because that's a lot of ducks. But yeah, we're still raising money, but we're doing it through the GoFundMe. So my goal is 4 months of rent, so I don't have to like stress out about it. I'm casually promoting it, so I'll be heavily promoting it this weekend on TikTok and stuff, because I'm not gonna be on TikTok past October. I feel like Keltec, people aren't in love with Keltec. For me, I only got Keltec because it was just like a affordable weapon at the time. I'm not really a fan of Keltec, but when I got rid of my Keltec, I was talking with the guy who bought it, and he was showing me like different Keltecs that he owns, and showed me the P50, and I was like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like that I would own that, and if I could have that as my next weapon, I would. But I'm looking more for like a, what do you call it, subcompact 9mm of like maybe a Glock or something more, not rear spring loaded. That's for sure, because that rear spring loaded shit, it just too much kick for me, and with my joints being weak and stuff like that, and my wrist especially, I don't need more, because like I couldn't even hit the target with that 9mm, and it was just too much for me to handle. Not that a 9mm is, but honestly, maybe it is. I feel much more confident shooting a 22, even like a AR-15, a 223. Like, I feel much more comfortable, and I have better target aim with those than I do with the 9mm Keltec. And that was just because of how it was, the, what do you call it, the recoil. So if it can like be up against my shoulder and I can use my body to brace, that's way easier for me. No, 9mm is not the smallest they go. There's 357, which I own one of those, but those actually have a lot of kick too, because it's such a tiny little thing. 357, is that smaller than 9? I think it is. And then a 22 is smaller than a 9mm. 22s are really, they're so light, so easy. But what people say is like when you have a home intruder that like 1911s are cool. Yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah, people say when you have a 22 that like if there was a home intruder, if it's for home intruder purposes, which is what it would be for me, like protective, like you could unload a whole clip into them and they would still be up and going. But for me, I'm like, okay, well, unload a whole clip into their head? They probably wouldn't be. And for a 22, I'd be able to get 100% target on that, 9mm, it's a little too strong for my wrists, and it's too much recoil for me to really be confident in my shot. So like if I was getting attacked or something, well, I don't even believe in using a pew pew when you're getting attacked. It only is so good in certain length distance. Like when you're up close, it's really not safe to use a gun. Yeah, best friend. You are only coming around because you need me something. Those are the people I don't have in my life. Don't get hit point. Those are the hammers. Yeah, I don't like to be around people who are codependent or only message me when they need me. I've gotten really good at not having friends like that around anymore. But yeah, 22s, I don't know. Smallest, let's see. Smallest caliber is .11. So 2.7 millimeter. So I guess that's a little 6-shooter. Is the smallest commercially available center fire cartridge. So I don't know how small that is, but a 22 is pretty thin and small. Like they're like thin. So I don't know how small that is. Yeah, like a revolver. I think I found your clapper account you go by. Well, the point of the gun is stop them before it. Exactly, Josh. Yeah, exactly. 22. 22 long? Is that, what do you mean? Is that the smallest? A 22 long? Like powerful? I mean, they can be. I mean, any gun is powerful technically. Um, and you can shoot anyone with them. It's whether or not they'll go down with one shot. A 9 mil, a lot of people suggest 9 mils for conceal and carry, for home protection, just because that's like one shot and it'll take them down. Whereas like a 22, like I said, you'd have to like unload a whole clip or at least make sure you get a few in the rounds in the head. But for me, that's more surefire than, shooting a 9, because the backfire on most 9 millimeters, it's too chaotic for me to control. So I have more chance to get them down with a 22 because my accuracy is way better than a 9 mil, that's for sure. Um, yeah, it's both. So 9 millimeter is the ammo that it carries, but it also is the gun itself. Like when you have like a 45, it's talking about the gun, and also it holds the ammo that is 45 caliber. Waste of time. I have to. Yeah, but it's not really a waste of time when your accuracy, because I have like really weak wrists because my arthritis. So if I make 0 shots with a 9 mil versus all the shots emptying the clip of a 22 in their head, it's really dependent on that. It's very subjective, right? So someone's not going to be walking around if you unload the whole clip of 22 in their head. And I sure as hell can, because my accuracy is very much there with a 22. But with a 9 mil, I'm not even going to hit the person. Like, both them and I will be staring at each other like, what the fuck was that? I don't know. There are 2 types, 22 rounds, long and standard. Okay, gotcha. That's what I'm looking at, is a 22 long. That makes sense then, the way you described that. Because what I'm looking at, I'm seeing a short one and then a long one. That's what she said. I guess like a 22. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But there's not always going to be an exit wound because they're not that powerful. But when the shooting is the same, do you have a larger projectile? I don't have any weapons right now. The last one that I had was a Keltec 9 mil, but I'm not. The only time that I'd be confident in shooting anything bigger would be if it's like a rifle body, essentially, like shotgun rifle body, where I can like brace it against my body, because just this action, my wrists are so weak, it's like so unreliable for me. But if it was like a rifle body, yeah, oh, that's so badass. Yeah, AR-15s, 100% accuracy for me. Any kind of 22 hand or rifle, 100% accuracy for me. 9 millimeter handguns, especially the Keltec that I had, because it was rear spring loaded, was just too much. I carry a S&W Smith Wesson MP. Wow, hell yeah. Yeah, 40 is a little too much for me. I actually dated a dude who had like tons of guns. He had like a Desert Eagle. Never shot that. But he had a lot of them. And so I grew up with a military family, but that was when I actually learned way more about pew-pews than anything, was when I was with him. Stare rifle? What is that? Steer? Yeah, I like rifles much better. Because I just... Oh, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, that one's nice and simple. I like that. .500 Magnum, like it broke my wrist. Ugh! Oh my god. I believe it. Yeah, I'm not too strong with with the handguns. And what I hate is a lot of dudes will come in and be like, oh, well, just strengthen your wrists. But it's different when I have rheumatoid arthritis. So when my wrists are swollen, no amount of strength is going to help me. Like, I need something that's accurate when I'm swollen and when I'm not swollen. So that's where, for me, like, a 22 is probably my best one. Oh no, stepmom. Thank you. But if I had to choose my favorite, it would definitely be the AR-15. I do like those a lot because my accuracy is amazing on those. That's right. But from what I learned, I took a women's shooting course. They say that women like rely too much on like the sight and the sound of a gun scaring someone, that they end up getting hurt more because they think it's going to scare the perpetrator, where they should actually just fire away, blast away, and be confident with it, you know? So I don't like the idea of being like, oh, well, let me just like scare them. Nope, sorry, you're in my home, buddy. You chose that when you came in the door. So Pinchy, what's up? Welcome back. Have you tried a 380? Yeah, I had a little 380 when I was first 18, a little 380 Ruger, and someone actually stole it from me. I cried so hard. Well, my Taurus had a kick. I don't know what a Taurus is. How do I what? Also, I want to mention Lord. It's so funny. First off, Lord, are you Tomahawk on TikTok? If not, then no worries. I just don't know. Sometimes you guys have different names on TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know if it's the same person or not. But also, it's funny because I was saying my prayers like earlier this week, and a lot of times I'll be like, thank Lord, when something happens. And now every time I think of it, I think of your name. I'm like, thank Lord. So I'm thanking two people at once at least. Well, I thought my daughter taught my daughter just to save some, just in case. Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. I don't think I would ever empty a clip because I wouldn't need to. I would just shove it up their butt. No, I'm just kidding. It's always something good or funny. Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be off TikTok. I won't be live or like posting videos on TikTok, but I still will be reposting and consuming TikTok. Oh, okay, good. Well, not good, but then it's not you who I'm talking about. So, that's good. I never responded to them, but I was like, "Oh, I wonder if this is Lord. I don't know." But since it's not, it's a good thing I didn't respond to them. I ever tried to stand and pee? I have. Smiley, welcome back. I actually stand and pee a lot when I go camping. It's very easy. You just gotta situate your pants differently as a girl. And it's not the same way as a guy, where a guy, you're like leaning forward, pushing forward, I guess. You're like, ugh. For a girl, it's more down and to the back. So you gotta kind of like a, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but you gotta lean forward, gotta do the Donald Trump stance, and then your piss will go backwards. By Jensen, 22 long is a nice little pocket rocket. Cute. Let me look it up. My phone is about to die. By the way, y'all, oh, how cute. Nice. I like that. Looks good. Yeah, it kind of looks like my Keltec, honestly. Yeah, I like those. Those are good concealable ones. That one looks like a good size, like for me to carry on my hip. I always hate the idea also, hello Baja, to carry a full 9 on my hip because I'm small. So like a full like 9mm just doesn't fit my size, and it's so noticeable. And even though it's a conceal carry state, but you still need a license, I still conceal and carry. But I prefer to have a smaller weapon on me when I do conceal and carry because, you know, it looks like there's like a giant dick in my pants if I have like a full fucking 9mm in there, you know. But yeah. So okay. But yeah, I am going to be off TikTok come October 1st. We're going to be strictly Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to keep up with my shenanigans, feel free to follow me on there. I just don't like going live on TikTok much anymore. I will still be reposting stuff and things like that because I'll still be consuming TikTok to make short form videos. But those short form videos you'll find on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Been wondering how you've been. I know. Oh, yeah, I have a new Facebook. Feel free to go follow me. If my platforms ever disappear, I do not. I always make a new one. You can find it under the same name, Hoi Minyoy. So feel free to go check it out on Instagram or Facebook, wherever you want. But I do have a new Facebook. So feel free to go follow. It's very small. I've got the few good people on there. But yeah. The trolls, they always do that, and I think it's because the donation thing. They just don't like that I get donations and stuff, and so they get me taken down because that, which really bums me out. But hell yeah, go add me. Yeah, I'm on Facebook and Instagram more anyway because they push my content out more, and you know that helps me a lot. If you're on Patreon, my Patreon also got taken down. It's been a rough bit, but I'm not letting that dissuade me. I'm still focusing on my GoFundMe. So, yeah, add me on my Facebook. Speedy, hello, welcome back. Or my Instagram. It's new, but you'll see that I have recently posted on all of them. But yeah, I do need to hop off because my phone is going to die. But I will be on tomorrow. I'll be on Twitch. I don't know what time, whenever I get done with the dog's breakfast, so probably 11:30ish, maybe noon. I'll be on and I'll come chill for a bit, and then we'll just go hang in my room on TikTok. We'll be raising funds for my GoFundMe. So all that's to help with rent. I don't want to do like rent streams anymore because it stresses me the hell out. So I'm just trying to keep smooth with it. Trying to keep calm with it this time. That's my biggest goal this time, is just to keep my nerves under control. Keep the calmness and just trust. Because just getting all out of whack and stressed out, it makes me flare more. So I don't want that. But we will be chilling and chatting and hanging out this weekend. Because this is going to be my last weekend on TikTok. So is your Facebook the... Yeah, I have a cat for my profile picture on Facebook. And usually Instagram, but they won't let me change my picture for another month, bitches. But does it show up in search? It doesn't? It should be a cat. Well, I mean, you should know that. Do you go by a different name on Facebook? I'll look you up if you want. But yeah, you should be able to find me. It's a public profile, so you should be able to. Closing time. You guys, it flooded here. I was going to get some McDonald's with my points, some free chicken nuggets, and it literally, the streets all around to get to the McDonald's, it's all flooded. I couldn't even go. That's crazy. I've never lived in a flood zone, but I guess I do. It showed up on yours? Okay, so this person said they found me, so you should be able to find it. Hopefully. It's a cat picture again still, or whatever the words. Mr. Dave, hello. But it was amazing talking to you guys. By the way, don't forget to join the Discord. We're going to be doing some fun stuff for Halloween for Discord. I'm from Hawaii, but I live in Arizona currently. Which I think I'll still always live in Arizona. I love Arizona. The weather does good by my joints. I can't deal with the cold. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, thank you. It was a pretty weak burp, but thank you. You're out in Arizona too? Hell yeah, you're in the perfect season. Hello, Chris. It's nice and it's getting cooler. It hit 69 today. But it hasn't been that cool for a bit. So you're like at the right point in the season in Tucson. Oh, you're in the worst place. I hear Tucson's like really bad. Chris, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Hotel room all day. I hope it's a good hotel room. I hope your work is treating you good while you're here. Found it. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yay, you found it. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I go by the regular. I only have a 0 on here because Hoi Manoi was already taken. But yeah, add me if you want. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. My phone's gonna die. So if you guys want, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. I keep most of my personal postings on Facebook. That's usually like my home base. So like when shit's going south, when I feel terrible, I type I can't wait to die and then I post it. That's where I post that shit, okay? Um but you can see all my memes and stuff like that on there too. But for now, I'm going to hop off. You guys have been wonderful tonight. Thanks for just keeping me company and being amazing. Don't forget to check out my GoFundMe. Donate if you would like to help me with my goals. If not, that's fine too. Do what you want. I don't care. I appreciate y'all just being nice and fun to talk to tonight. You guys have been amazing. And I'll see you on Facebook if you're on Facebook. And I'll see you guys on Twitch and TikTok tomorrow. And we'll just go from there. Thanks, y'all. And I hope you have an amazing day or night. Happy Friday. And I will see you guys later. Stay sexy and amazing. Slap your ass. Tell yourself you're beautiful because you are. Watch that booty jiggle. Unless you have pancakes, but everybody loves pancakes, okay? Cake is cake. Anyway, toodaloo, y'all. You guys have a good night. You too, Lord. See you later, Kiene. Good night. Bong water.